What's going on? How y'all doing today? Hey, miss. How you doing? I'm having technical difficulties. I'm trying to restart my computer. Couldn't get no sound coming out. I couldn't get no sound. How you, Gala? How you doing? OBS. I couldn't get OBS to come up. I did a system stream deck alive. I did a system update. I did a system update, and it like the whole operating system. Like it went from one operating system to some like went from like Mac something to something named Tahoe or something like that. And so shit kind of, and so I haven't I couldn't get sound to come out. Let me see if sound working now. Let me see.
We have got to the point where literally
Let's see. Let me see. JJ. All right. Yeah. Man, strange. Couldn't get nothing. Well, I guess this got something to do with the running safe mode. Did not shut down properly during your last session. Would you like to start in safe mode? What's up, Mental? What's up? Man, just having technical difficulties. I was right about to, talk to y'all about this energy that's in the air today. Explosive energy. You know what I mean? I was trying to talk to y'all about that shit, and now I'm having, technical difficulties and shit like that. Stuff don't want to. I guess that is. What's up, Samuel? I guess that's something to do with this energy that's out there. Explosive. It has something to do with, um and it has something to do with Aquarius, and Aquarius can be about technology and stuff like that. Hey, uh, yeah, yeah. So, all right, let me see. I think the sound is working now. Let's see. All right. All right. So I put out a horoscope. I don't know if y'all saw it today. Um, the horoscope. If you didn't get a chance to hear it, uh, let's see. Here it is. Air, the skies unite. Mars in Scorpio square, retrograding Pluto in Aquarius, as the moon slips quietly into Scorpio, joining Mars directly. This is not surface energy, it plunges you into the depths, stirring primal desires, buried anger, and obsessions you thought you'd left behind. Passion can drive you forward, but resentment can pull you under if you're not conscious of what's surfacing. The Moon-Mars conjunction intensifies it all. Feelings become action, instincts take over, and it may feel like all wounds are demanding instant reaction. This is the test. Do you let the past dictate your moves? Or do you choose emotional sovereignty and channel this power into transformation? Here's the lifeline. The sun at 1 degree Libra activates the grand trine with Uranus and Gemini and that same retrograding Pluto in Aquarius. While the square drags you into emotional intensity, this trine lifts you into clarity, invention, and diplomacy. Ideas spark, conversations flow, and breakthroughs emerge if you step back from compulsion and lean into perspective. Don't force, don't fixate. Don't fight battles that only repeat old cycles. Instead, let your mind steady your heart. Libra asks, what's fair? Uranus in Gemini says, think differently. Pluto reminds you to zoom out and see what's truly being transformed. This volatile Moon-Mars-Pluto square is raw energy waiting to be shaped. Harness Scorpio's passion, but direct it through the air trine's wisdom. Conflict can become creativity. Obsession can become innovation. And struggle can become breakthrough. If you choose collaboration over control, this is not an ordinary day. Honor the eruption, ritualize it, and let your truth reshape the field. If this resonates with you, leave a comment below. Like, share. This is Paul Heath with I Am Astrology Readings. Know thyself and balance your energy. Nah, that was the horoscope that I put out today. I don't know if any of y'all saw the video, but I was talking about today's energy. I was putting today's energy out there like I kind of always do. Trying to do, try to keep y'all up to date and informed. Well, hey, what energy are you swimming through today? And so, why am I alive if I put the horoscope out? Well, let's dive into why I said what I said. All right. So, today's explosive energy, Mars at home in Scorpio, square, retrograding Pluto in Aquarius, water, air, water being Scorpio, air being Aquarius, fixed sign, fixed, stubborn signs. Shout out to the universe. Fixed energy struggles with change. Fixed energy likes to be comfortable, stay in a comfortable space. All right. Mars is at home in Scorpio. Mars is the traditional ruler of Scorpio. I know some people may be saying, damn, I thought it was Pluto. Modern rulership, Scorpio is ruled by. So if you think about that, traditional ruler, square, modern ruler, which actually has something to do with some of this energy, right? Now, when a planet is in its own domicile, it's stronger. Scorpio is water. Water is about feelings, emotions, inside psychology. And so when you have a Mars, a planet that's assertive energy, goes home in Scorpio, things turn inward, and we're looking at psychologically penetrating, hidden things. Scorpio likes things that's hidden, and so we could be being driven to dive deeper into unconscious motivations that we may have. Mars in Scorpio is intensely focused, has the ability to, pursue what it desires with laser focused concentration. Scorpio is the energy of transformation. And so you put Mars, the energy of the action planet, and the energy of transformation. You have the drive. Now you have the drive to take action on things you need to change. The shadow side of Mars and Scorpio can be destructive, obsessive, manipulative. Mars and Scorpio could also point to vindictive behavior. Now that's just Mars. Now Mars is square. Mars is square. What is square? Square is 90 degrees. It's a point of tension, right? But Mars is square Pluto in Aquarius, which is retrograde. And retrograde means review, rewind, reminisce. And so this is a revolutionary review, because Aquarius is about the collective. And Aquarius is Pluto's journey through Aquarius is going to be almost like a 20-year journey. So this is going to be a 20-year collective journey. And Pluto likes to transform, but to transform, you have to go down and see the shadows. And so this Pluto in Aquarius retrograde is looking at society's power structures, Our power structures that's been set up for long times are being examined and challenged currently. We're having technological upheaval, revolutionary change. How we connect and organize as people and civilizations is technology is changing that, you know. Humanitarian transformation. Aquarius is the man pouring down the water down on humanity. So humanitarian transformation. We evolving, trying to evolve how we as a society care for the collective or lack thereof. Resistance to change, fixed signs don't like change. Fixed signs like the comfortable devil they know. So this retrograde motion of Pluto in Aquarius can create stubborn attachments to outdated systems. Stubborn attachment to outdated systems. There's some systems, beliefs, and stuff that you have that's connected to the collective and society that's outdated, and you need to let that stuff go. What belief or ideas or stuff, in a way, is equivalent to you walking around with a flip phone still? Are you still wearing clothes that was popular in 1985 and it's 2025? Do you need to revamp your closet? Are you still wearing clothes from 30 years ago? Talk about needing to clean out your closet. But let's not forget all of this is internal review because of the retrograde. You know, what personal beliefs about freedom and progress do you have that needs to be restructured? Now let's put this together. We got Mars and Scorpio wanting to go deep into the unconscious, be transformative, take action and change. And we got Pluto, death and transformation, the modern ruler of Pluto, Scorpio, in collective ideas and the collective society. And so what unconscious thoughts, beliefs, motivations that you picked up from society, community, family, that is outdated and is actually no longer serving your greater good. If any brave souls in the chat want to share, type something outdated that you probably need to walk away from, let go of. I'm calling you out. Put your dirty laundry out there. Now, I said this energy is square, right? And a square is tension, crisis. It's a square is 90 degrees. And square energy demands action, resolution. Hey, you can't sit on this. You got to get up and do something about this. That's what a square is about. It's a crisis point. Now, think about it. I told you it's a fixed energy. So fixed energy actually needs a crisis to actually do something, to actually get your ass up and make a change. Yes, I'm talking to you, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus. And don't be sitting up there like, whoo, I'm out of the woods. I'm not one of those signs. If you got a stellium in there, if your moon in one of them signs, if that's all on your angles, yeah, that applies to you. If your sun sign is Gemini, but you got 4 damn planets in a fixed sign, you think that Gemini sun speaks more than that 4 stellium fixed stallion? Nah. You know what that could mean? That means you like being in a comfortable situation. Your Gemini energy just like you allows you to talk about it. You could be that person just complaining and don't do nothing about it, just going right back to that same situation. That's the Gemini. So if you got a fixed sign stallion, but you got an air sign, that's how it can play out in your life. The devil you know is better. You just get to talk about it. Now, squares also point to create internal conflict with inside yourself, and especially Scorpio to Aquarius, right? Now we got personal desires, because Scorpio is our desire. You got personal desires versus collective needs and collective desires. What do you do when your personal desires clash or don't rock or don't align with the collective? Do you go with the collective or do you roll with your personal? I don't know. That's a personal choice. That's what free will is all about. This is also the energy for breakthroughs and conscious work. Because I said Scorpio, Mars and Scorpio likes to go deep. And so if you've been trying to figure out some stuff and all of that about yourself, about your motivations and all of that, this is actually good energy to actually have that final breakthrough, like that aha, like, whoa, this, you know. But Scorpio is a detective and secretive, all right? And Pluto is about power. Pluto will be about power. So this square can also reveal power struggles that been hidden. Hidden, what does that mean? Hidden motivations and agendas that people been hiding from you. It can come to the surface. Oh, I thought you was this, but this whole time you was, oh man, you set this up from the beginning. You was just trying to get the upper hand this whole time. That's that energy. Now let's add something to this. The moon left, the moon that had been in Libra for the last since the eclipse, all right? Because the eclipse was at 29, and then the moon went straight into Libra and it hit this grand trine that Mercury had hit before. And now Mercury today has not Mercury, the moon has entered into Scorpio. And the moon is in fall in Scorpio. The moon doesn't like Scorpio. Scorpio is the moon like rules Cancer. Cancer is like the beach. All right. And think about beach water. When you go to the beach, that nice blue, crystal clear water, the moon likes that. Scorpio water is swamp water, dirty, mucky, can't see. Right? And so you can see why the moon in Scorpio doesn't like, the moon's like, man, I got to get in this type of water. I like the clean water, the beach water, not this swampy. You can't see, it's dirty, it's mucky. You don't know what's down there. So the moon is emotions, it's feelings, right? In fall, and it's conjuncting Mars. So we got Mars, a powered up Mars, having emotions join it. Hey, y'all, I ain't playing. This is actually the energy of road rage. Right? I said the moon and fall. Now, if you don't, and Scorpio and all fixed signs can be extreme, but Scorpio emotionally can be extreme. And then you add a powered up Mars of action, a powered up Mars with action into this, and then squaring Aquarius, the Pluto, power struggles, emotions, action, 90 degrees, tension, conflict. This is emotional volatility, feelings becoming actions without filters. You know what that means? I acted without thinking. Man, I just blacked out. I don't know what happened. But it's also intuitive. It's water. So this is deep psychic and emotional insights emerge if you channel this energy in the right way. Be mindful of passionate responses. Everything may feel more intense and meaningful today. But it's also chances of healing potential. Emotional wounds can be addressed directly. But that's if you like to go in, and that's if you like to face truths directly. If you like to face truths directly, you have the potential of healing these emotional wounds. If you have the potential to take action to address these emotional wounds directly. This is also the energy this is also the energy to defend what truly matters most to you. This is also the energy to defend what truly matters most. Now, and you put this moon energy on top of the square square to Pluto. This becomes a focal point of transformation. Some of your things that come up during this time right now, some of this stuff could have been happening yesterday. Could have been triggering deep emotional and psychological aspects. Yeah. This is the day of triggers. This is the energy of being triggered. But when you triggered, how are you going to respond? Family, home, and security issues may surface powerfully. This is also the energy of coming up to force you to release that emotional baggage. That baggage is getting heavy. It's time to let it go. You know you better let it go. Looks like another love TKO. Aren't you tired of carrying that baggage around? From them past relationships? From them past drama episodes? Now, speaking of dramas and episodes and past relationships, you know, the sun is in Libra. And Libra is the scales of balance, and Libra is about relationships, balancing relationships. But the sun doesn't like Libra. This is the sun's least favorite place to be. People might be saying, why? Why is this is the sun's least favorite place to be? Libra. Well, the sun is exalted in Aries, the warrior, you know, initiation, me, I'll go first. It's about me, connected to the first house. So you got the ego. Let's go with the sun as the ego. Exalted in Aries. Now you take the ego and ask the ego to think about something else, someone else. Huh? I'm the ego. It's about me. I don't want to think about nobody else. A relationship. Not only think about a relationship, but how to keep it balanced, how to keep not only myself happy, but that person happy too. Huh? Oh, you can miss me with all that. That's the sun in Libra. The sun is sitting at 1 degree Libra, right? And with it being at 1 degree Libra, Libra is an air sign. We also have other things sitting at early degrees in air signs. We have Uranus and Gemini at 1 degree. And we also got this Pluto that I've been talking about, that the moon and Mars is currently square to. That Pluto is sitting at 1 degree in Aquarius. And the sun is sitting at 1 degree Libra. And this is 120 degrees away is a trine energy. Trine is supporting energy. But now we got 3 different planets, all at 120 degree points from each other, creating a grand trine. So there's a grand trine going on with the sun in Libra, fallen sun in Libra, Uranus in Gemini, and retrograding Pluto in Aquarius, right? Now the sun in Libra seeks harmony, balance, fair solutions. Don't forget, Mars, Pluto, power dynamics. Power dynamics. The sun in Libra also wants to be diplomatic approach, find conflict resolutions, be more resolution. Hey, let's find let's be diplomatic. Do we really have to go outside and fight? Do you really have to meet me outside? Sun in Libra is focused more on relationships and partnerships. It also wants justice and fairness. You know, Libra is the scales of justice, right? And so, and it's now you take all of that and put it in this grand trine with Uranus and retrograding Pluto. The grand trine, is harmonious flow, air. Air is about intellect and mental clarity. Um, in Uranus and Gemini is about innovative thinking. Innovative thinking. We've been talking about Pluto in Aquarius, and Pluto is about transformation. So we got power dynamics, innovative thinking, diplomatic diplomacy, and transformation. How can you transform this power struggle into peace? How can you turn this volatile situation into a peaceful situation where everybody goes home and nobody got to call a doctor? Air it takes thinking. Air, intellect, thinking, mental clarity. So you got to look past the explosive emotions, moon on Mars, squaring this stuff, and find the mental clarity. They say when emotions walk in the room, logic walk out. You can't let that happen. You also looking at intellectual breakthroughs, potential for solving complex problems. This means, hey, this dynamic has been in the air for a while. Retrograde also actually means old, something old from the past. This whole problem been old. We haven't been able to find a solution to this stuff for a while. All of a sudden, bam! That's Uranus. This is Grand Trine. Idea. Oh, I finally got an idea that could transform everything. This is also communication breakthroughs. So some of the reason why you having this power dynamics may have something to do with communication or lack thereof. And so this could lead to ideas and new ways of expressing yourself. Right? So we got the Mars Pluto square, which is creating intense conflicts and potentially destructive, conflict. But you also got the Sun in a grand trine, which is offering harmonious solutions if you look for it and if you reach for it. The challenge is integrating this emotional intensity with mental clarity. Yeah. Uh-huh. Things that could show up: repressed anger and resentment, demand acknowledgement. Have you been walking around with some resentment and buried tension and all that? And the need to address it may be coming up now. Power dynamics in relationships require honest examination. Is this really fair? Is this really how it's supposed to work? You getting the lion's share. Temptation to manipulate and control others is strong. Are you someone who likes to make sure they try to control the outcomes, that they always win? Past retrograde, past traumas may resurface for healing. Stuff that resurfaces, that don't mean it's to call that person on the phone and get back into it. It might be coming up for saying, hey, is it time to let this go? Is it time to walk away from this? Is it time to, right? Old patterns of relating and asserting your power may no longer be working. You may be being pushed to be more authentic with your self-expression. They may be forcing you to say the truth because by the way, the tide and the current in the collective is shifting. Think about standing in the water and some waves are coming. You think you could stand there and not let that wave take you out with it? But for you not to drown, you're going to have to personally adapt to current situations. Traditional power structures are being challenged and transformed. I.e., look at the current state of politics. They've been challenging the traditional ways of how government and stuff has been run. And now, if you look around, all hell done broke loose. But as a soul, we all got the same story. It's the hero's journey. So this transit is representing a classic descent into the underworld. You know, in all hero stories, they got to get beat and they got to suffer. You know, they always think about Rocky movies. He always lost the first fight to make him go inside and find himself. Even Jesus had to do 40 days and 40 nights. So, confrontation with your personal and your collective shadows. But this is also the energy of potential profound transformation and rebirth if you let it. Emergence of greater wisdom and authentic power can come out of healing these wounds and pains and stuff like that. When it comes to these relationships, you know, dynamics do pop up for you, you know, the best way, it may not feel it. It's going to be hard, but the best way is honesty. Try to avoid ultimatums and power plays in this, because if you're giving people ultimatums, it might backfire on you. You know, seek win-win situations over dominance of the other. That's the Libra, Sun and Libra. Allow others autonomy while asserting your boundaries. You know, the stage is big enough for two people. Hell, the stage is big enough for multiple people. Is your head not allowing your big ass helium swole up head not allowing others to stand on the stage and think? But you could allow others to stand on the stage and still get your shine. All right. So use the Grand Trine's energy for diplomacy and finding common ground. Use this Grand Trine to find common ground. Don't use this Grand Trine energy and the explosive square to finally cut someone. Use your words as weapons to tear somebody a new asshole. You know, the best way to do is channel this energy into productive projects. Learn, make sure you collaborate instead of compete. Collaborate instead of compete. Be prepared for unexpected changes and unexpected disruptions. Uranus. And if that come, if all in of these situations come on, use innovative thinking and problem solving, communication, Gemini, information gathering. Maybe you need to gather some more information that would, help you with this problem solving. Maybe you stuck in old thinking that you need a new thinking operating system that would easily get you out of this situation. That new system might look at this and be like, is that all? Oh, that's it? Well, just boop, 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 boop. You'd be like, I've been struggling with this for all this time and that's all I had to do? Yeah, man. That's all you had to do. All right. Make sure you maintain or try to maintain, some standards under pressure. All right. So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the energy that's pretty much out here today. The Mars Pluto square with the moon's amplification with the conjunction with Mars. But we also got an offering of a gift in the Grand Trine. All right. Yeah, you may feel the passion, the powerful transformation, the potential conflict in relationship conflicts and all of that stuff could be popping up, and all of this stuff could be challenging. All of this is shadow material coming up. Now, when this stuff comes up, are you going to hold on to it, or are you going to release these outdated patterns? Find new ways of asserting your authentic power without having to stomp on somebody else. What's up, Terry? All right. So, in all of this energy, y'all, the Grand Trine is the key to get through it. Being diplomatic communications, innovative thinking, commitment to justice and balance, destructive potential of the square can be transformative, but it also is the evolutionary goal. Can't grow if you hold on to things that's not worth holding on to. This is not a time for the faint of heart, but those that are willing to do the deep work. Did you say work? Yeah, I said work. You mean work that I ain't getting paid for? Work that I got to take my free time and work on? That type of work? Yeah, that type of work. If you're willing to do some deep work, this energy is offering the potential for profound change in your life that could ripple out. Y'all got to realize it's an inside out game. Inside out, not outside in. right? What does that mean? You change the inside and the feelings and things that go on in your inside ripples outward. By the way, you think people can't tell something's going on in your life? You're unbalanced and all that? Yeah. You ain't got to say nothing because when you walk in a room, all those emotions and feelings, they just rippling outward. You think we can't feel it and all that, but them empaths and other people who's paying attention, really paying attention, oh, we see it. You ain't hiding nothing. You ain't hiding nothing from us. You hiding it from yourself, which is back to this Scorpio energy. Deep, psychological, going to the unconscious, you know. By the way, something may happen that may force that shit to come up. Force you to look at it. Right? So if you want your life to change and you want people to act differently with you, people around you to be different, you be different first. You be different first. And then watch what happens around you. It's not, hey, I want everybody around me to be different, and then at that point, I'm going to be different. No, it don't work like that. So, yeah. You know, hey, good luck with all this energy out there today. By the way, make it personal now. Let's get personal. Where's your Scorpio energy? Where's your Aquarius energy? Where's your Libra energy? That's where all this is going down. For me, it's my daily routine and health. And my ninth house of higher learning, beliefs, philosophy, and life. And it has something to do with my fifth house of kids. Creativity. Gemini's in my first. That's Uranus. So, how did it play out? I unexpectedly came on this live and talked about a video that went deeper into a video horoscope that I put out. I already put the horoscope out. Now I just took you deeper into the why and all of that, or why I said what I said. That's this Mars Pluto energy channeled into a productive outlet. So, with that being said, anybody got any questions or anything? Anybody got any questions? Yeah. Oh, damn. Did I roll my windows up? Hey, Annie. Hey. You know what? Shit. Y'all know how. Hold up. Y'all don't go nowhere. Y'all know how I end this. Know thyself, balance your energy. Yeah. I really, I had to end that really. I really ain't gonna go nowhere. What's up, man? Annie? What's happening with you? What's going on with you, Tam? Hopefully everything's well with you. Spicy, what's going on, Mental? You at work? You at work, though? Hey, y'all. All right. Damn. Well, shit. Hey, you on break? Shit. Let's take it over to the what you call it. All right. Let's take it over to what you call it. I see you over there. All right.